Hey Leah, it's Aaron Zabel. I met you a few weeks ago at the Queen Creek Chamber Luncheon, and in this video I want to show you 3 things that you can do today to bring in more customers to your business. Most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? As a local business owner, I know you are extremely busy. You're so focused on running your business that you don't have time to learn how the internet could help. And if you do think about getting help with our online stuff, it's hard for you to know who really knows what they're doing and who doesn't. I have found that giving people an easy attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of those local business owners coming to me and saying, I like you, Aaron, please do this for me. So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've heard and you can see I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan I gave to do yourself, hey, that works for me too. So now let me show you the 3 things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine. So the first thing I want to go over is content. All right, here's your website, and I know this is going to come as a shock, so I hope you're sitting down, but Google has bots, and these bots read your website. They read all the words on there. They can't read images though, so this image is of you. Doesn't have a good name on it, just kind of a generic naming on there, so you kind of want to put keywords on there to be able to pull your website up and so forth. A good rule of thumb is 1,500 words. That's what Google wants as far as optimizing your website. So I use a little free word counter and pulled up about 407 words. So definitely room for improvement, ways to bump up your site over the competition. I found a local company that does bookkeeping services in Phoenix. H&H Accounting. I went to their specific bookkeeping page because that's what we're kind of focused on. Did a word count for them, and they've got close to 700. Better than yours, but definitely still beatable out there. So speaking of keywords, I've got this tool that's called Ahrefs. Anybody can use it. It costs about $100 a month, but it gives me a really good insight onto things behind the scenes on your website and so forth. Now, as we talked about keywords, unfortunately, you don't have any keywords on there and you're not getting any traffic coming to your website right now. So definitely room for improvement where we can put keywords like bookkeeping, Queen Creek, bookkeeping, Gilbert, stuff like that. Those you want to have kind of all over the place in there so that Google knows where you're at and stuff like that and what areas you're trying to hit. Now, again, if we bring up H&H, here's their page on Ahrefs. They've got 156 keywords. So if we look at on here, Phoenix Bookkeeping, that's got 30 searches per month, and they're coming up right on the front page. So this is your position on Google. Right now, you're not coming up on Google in a search at all unless someone puts your specific company in there. So there's a lot of things. Bookkeeping Phoenix, I mean, there's probably close to 100 searches that you could be seen per month if we optimize that. So now if we do a search for one of these key terms here, say we do bookkeeping services Phoenix, you get sponsored ones. Those are people paying for stuff. That can be good and bad. I don't suggest that right now. That's something that we could look at later if need be, but you could end up spending a lot of money on that, and we don't want to go that route. So you scroll down here, and this is the map pack. So the map pack is your name, address, and phone number, and that's the second thing, citations. That's how you get in here. It's basically a directory of your name, address, and phone number across the web. Here's some examples: Google, Yahoo, Yelp. All these places are places that you can get put on so that you show up in this map pack. And usually to get in here, you want to have about 150 to 200, and ways to go about getting above these other ones is getting the ones that they have and then getting even more. So you're going above and beyond and getting into that and staying in that. You want to keep watching that and keep adding to directories so you can stay in that map pack. Then if you scroll down, everybody knows this, it's the organic search. This is where 60 to 70% of people, they end up down here. And they don't go past this first page. They look at the first few and they go from there. Obviously, this is Yelp. That's not something that we're going to go at. That's a service. But here's H&H. They're showing up on the front page when you do bookkeeping services in Phoenix. So the way to get on that, obviously, is going to be backlinks. So backlinks are, if you think of it that way, It's a popularity contest. That's what Google is. And say you're in high school and you're wearing new clothes or new shoes and kids start noticing you. Well, you start to become popular. Well, that's one way to bump yourself up. But another way is you get the most popular people looking at you and pointing at you, and then your popularity increases even more. And that's called link juice. So that's the way to get in the organic, is to get backlinks. And you want relevant, high-quality backlinks. You don't want something like a Barlow's Pizza or anything like that that isn't relevant to your business pointing back to you. So you do have some backlinks going on here. We got 44 backlinks. And if we look at those, unfortunately, it looks like a good amount of them, at least probably half a dozen right here, are spam. So those aren't doing anything for you. Those are bad, and some of these are actually even more than that if we scroll down, unfortunately. Majority of them are spam. So these really aren't doing much for you at all either. What you want to do is you want to go get quality, high-quality backlinks, and you want to get those pointing towards you saying, hey, this person does good work. We recognize them for doing bookkeeping and stuff like that. So you want to get those kind of backlinks, and that will boost you up in the organic search. If we go back over to H&H, they've actually only got 6 backlinks. This is a back page for them, but all of these are quality backlinks. They're not spam or anything like that. So definitely ways that you could boost over them very, very easily just by getting a few backlinks. But I would recommend going above and beyond, getting even more, get as many as you can. And a lot of these don't cost much. You just have to go search for them and stuff like that. So in closing, this is what we went over. We went over content. We went over your page. You want to have at least 1,500 words to be optimized. That's going to kill the competition across the board right there. You're going to jump up immediately. Citations. That's going to put you in the map pack. That's your name, address, and phone across Google or across the web on directories and so forth. And then backlinks. Let's boost your popularity. You want to be the popular bookkeeper on the block. You want everybody to know you and stuff like that. And if you implemented strategies today, you could rank higher all across Google. So I bet you're wondering, well, what now? Well, you can either go with this information I provided you today, and you can do this on your own. And like I said before, I am absolutely cool with that. I am here to bring value and so forth. However, if you want the most effective route and you want to save yourself some time, you can give me a call at 602-888-4825. Again, this is Aaron, 602-888-4825. I appreciate the time. Hope to see you again at some more QC Chamber functions. I look forward to hearing from you and would love some feedback on my video. Take care.